Welcome back to Ireland AM. Our next guest has brought us the inside scoop on the Big Brother house, told us whether singers had the X factor, and currently he's getting people ready for the day on This Morning.
I wonder who it could be. It is the one, the only Dermot O'Leary. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Summed up my career in like one sentence.
That's it, you're done. Goodbye.
Like, wow.
Goodbye.
That was it.
Done
See
that.
you guys.
Excuse me, T4, seminal
Thank
television
you.
programme of all of our lives.
Listen, we all love that.
I mean, now and again,
they're the
you'll say-
glory
I say-
days.
I speak to someone and go, when I started on T4 and they look at me blankly, I'm like, oh yeah, you're quite young, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
Don't
They
even
don't
know what
get it.
T4 is.
No.
And you're like Alexa Chung, Jamila
Well,
Jamil,
here's the
Simon
thing.
Amstel.
Now, like, I've got over the fact that when I meet people, youngsters, they say, oh, I grew up watching you on television. And that's quite a nice feeling. The first time I hear it, you go, what? but then it's quite nice. But now, so I'm writing these books, right? And now, a book signing recently, this 18-year-old went by and went, oh, man, I grew up reading your stuff. And I'm like, hang on, what? No, I've only been writing like 10 years. And I thought, of course, because he was probably 9 when he started writing, or 8 or
Isn't
10.
that must have been amazing?
It was, yeah, and also...
Weird.
Well, but
Scary.
listen, whatever about T4, obviously this morning as well. So people are growing up watching you on the telly as
It's
well.
a nice feeling, you know.
It is a nice feeling. I mean, listen, and for you, obviously this morning you're on a Friday. This show follows straight into this morning as well. You're kind of part of the family
Well,
here.
you know, it's such a love. Yeah, we keep an eye on you guys because you go viral a lot, which we love.
Well done, Tommy. Well
That's for the
done.
right reasons.
No, I wasn't going there, Tommy. But
I made it on Have I Got News for You at the weekend. Did you know that? There you go.
But you
10
guys
siblings
go
is gonna
viral.
haunt
Oh, it
me
did.
forever.
You guys, and our editor Vivek loves you guys.
Right.
He thinks you're brilliant.
Love
we
to
all
hear
think
it.
you're brilliant.
Well, you're
Can you
gonna
say
be
that
doing-
to our boss?
Thinks you're brilliant. But it's funny, I bumped into a guy. I was out for dinner the other night and I was waiting for a taxi and some guy came up and he said, oh, we grew up watching you. And he said, but also we've watched you grow up as well. And I thought it was such a lovely thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sort of people grow, you know, because I was obviously
Yeah.
starting T4 when I was 24.
Like all the things that you've done. Like I think there was one thing, I was watching you recently on an old episode of Would I Lie to You? And it was about you and Mel.
Yeah,
and
Mel Gedroyd, yeah.
you were a runner on.
I was a
late
researcher on
a
Light Lunch, yeah.
And
And
you'd
that was the
had a
warm-up guy.
kiss or something.
Everyone kissed everyone, and that we had the most outrageous rap parties.
Right.
Oh, it was like last days of the Roman Empire. It was incredible. So literally, and everyone was like, the girls were, Mel and Sue were sort of in their mid-20s, and everyone else was in the young 20s, in their early 20s. So yeah, everyone
Good days,
and
weren't
they'd be
they?
quite raucous, and everyone would just snog everyone.
But it was just so
It would
normal.
be more like, who didn't you snog last night?
It was so good.
Sounds like a teenage disco back in the day. How many shifts did you get?
But having done everything, like primetime TV, children's TV, being behind the screens, and then going on to something like This Morning where there's such a huge spotlight on it,
Yeah.
from the tabloids, from the papers, everything that you do is picked up. And everything about you and Alison, when you were put together, are they getting, what's going on?
Oh,
are
yeah,
they, like,
totally.
what was that intensity like?
I didn't expect it at all. Didn't expect the level of scrutiny, and it was during COVID, so we weren't allowed to. We couldn't meet for lunch. We couldn't even do a pilot together. So when we first started, we just started on air, and I was sat here, and she'd be sat there. We would, you know, look at us now. At the time, we couldn't go 2 meters next to each other. You know, we had to keep 2 meters apart. And I remember us just saying very, very early doors. We just sort of sat down and went, listen, because there was a lot of stuff in the press about, you know, us starting out together. And, you know, we didn't know each other. We only met a couple of times. And I remember us just saying, like, we've just got to be there for each other. We've got to, and we were very honest with the viewers. We just said, look, we don't know each other super well. We're going to get to know each other on screen. And we're so proud of it now because that's 5 years down the line and she's one of my best mates and we get on, she's like a sister to me and we get on really well and we're really proud where the show's come because of that.
It's brilliant.
The fact that you've both had quite a lot of experience in that industry, though, must have helped.
She is incredible because Alison's story doesn't happen. Like, if you think, like we're talking about T4, you start out in the industry, if you're lucky, and most of it's luck, you start out in the industry and then you've got to be talented and you've got to work hard, right? And then people, after about a year or two, people see who you are and then you get a shot. What doesn't happen is you start out in the industry, you work for 20 years, and then people see who you are and you get a shot, and that's what's happened to Alison. It's unheard of. So she's this is the most unbelievable 20-year overnight success story. And I'm so proud of her now, because everything she does, she sails, she soars in.
And we do have Ian from Great British Bake Off on just after
I know,
you, who knows Alison very well. So when you won an NTA again this year, which is must be so lovely because it's so important to the public who are watching you every single day.
It felt like, because the show's been through what it's been through, and a lot of people working on it, both in front and behind the camera, have been through a lot. And the crew have been, under unbelievable amounts of stress. We don't do the show to be in the papers, and I think for a while the show was like on the front cover of the Sun or the Mirror, like 52 days in a row or something. I remember something like that. And you try and just ignore it and just stay away from it, right? But so to win it this year just felt like a really lovely validation, really.
Listen, it's an amazing show, an amazing legacy that you're joining a part of as well. It's a little bit like the show. It's all built on the viewers and what's going on in their lives. I always say we try and entertain Britain and hold a little mirror up to it exactly the same time. Just see what's happening out there. And I think the two of you, what is special about your chemistry is you have a laugh while doing it too, and I think that's really so important. Some people say we have too much of a laugh.
Listen, nothing wrong with that.
Didn't say that. Listen, you're a busy man, as well as everything else. Your sixth version. Toto, the ninja cat is back again.
So this is my cat. True story. And it's based on my cat, and we adopted her from Italy about 12 years ago, and we realised really quickly she was blind, and but she sees in like breaks in light, or she had incredible reactions. So I was thinking about writing. I had a few ideas, and we started calling her Little Ninja, and I thought, well, hang on a minute, what if there she is. That's my daughter. And we thought, what if I turned her into a member of an ancient order of international ninja cats? So the idea is every world leader has an animal that makes them that just prevents them from doing something stupid. Largely cats, through the mantra of purrs, paws, and claws. So if the purrs don't work, then they have to use their paws, and if the paws don't work, they have to use their claws. So they, they're there protecting human and animal kind, basically. And Toto is Larry, the 10 Downing Street cat, who is a real cat. He lives in 10 Downing Street, so he's her boss. So that's her brother Silver.
You're going to have to bring in an Irish cat, because Catherine Connolly, the new Irish president, she's got 2 cats.
2 cats.
Well, there's an Irish dog in this because it's set in Ireland. So this whole thing is set. You see there, the picture there. So it's set kind of around. I did a trip about 5 years ago. Took my father-in-law, who's Norwegian, about 10 years ago actually. He's never been to Ireland before, so we took him to Dublin, down to Wexford to see my folks, and then we went around. I drove him around the Ring of Kerry. And I remember we got to the Skelligs, and I thought, God, this is so sort of evocative. The Skelligs are, they're so beautiful. And so I was like, I have to set something here. So this story it's a 6 in the series, and her kind of frenemy is a guy called Archduke Ferdycat. Yeah, now Archduke Ferdycat is he's the ultimate cat villain. Yeah. But he's retired because all he wants is for animals to rule the world. Yeah, and everyone agrees with him, but not the way he goes about it. But he can't be bothered anymore because he can't get animals to do anything. Yeah, so he's retired to open an ice cream parlour in the west of Ireland.
Perfect.
Yeah, and also to try and find some buried treasure while he's there. And then his old gang turn up, and he's renounced violence. His old gang turn up and sort of run him out of town. So he gets Toto in to help.
So I'm sorry, I'm in unbelievably, but there's
a lot of rabbit holes I go down.
No, it's so good, and a cat is a star. We all know the cats are the star, but you have legitimately, as one of these, well-known celebrity writers, you've done incredibly well. Like, people are really taking to these books. Well, like, writers are like, these are excellent.
Do you know what I do? Is I just take it seriously. So look. My name got me through the door of the publishing house, and I'm well aware of that, and I'm aware of that privilege, right? But when I got in, I got treated like any other author in that, okay, what's the story? Go away, work on the plan, and that's how I've always, and then go and write it. So I've just always approached it, and it's just a lovely way of being creative. Yeah. Because you know what, this job it's my favourite job in the world, right? I love it, but it's very reactive. And so isn't it? Like presenting, you're finding out about other people, you're getting other people's stories, and I love that. I love people. Curiosity and empathy, and it's so important, right? And yet there's something lovely about shutting the door and go with a blank sheet of paper and going, right, where's this going to take me today? That's what I love.
It's great to be a children's author and exactly the publishing house. Yeah, you can come in, but actually the fact that you're taken seriously as well shows that's nice. Why the 6th book is coming through and why it's gone so well. I think 17 languages. Yeah. It's been translated, also 500,000 copies sold. So congratulations,
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be in theatre next year as well.
Oh yes, I heard this.
Lovely. So we're developing
it's this. You're the snake. The
first one, which is the Great Snake Escape. And the ideas sort of come to you for sort of different. So
is it with puppets?
We used to live near the zoo, and loads of like quite harmless snakes escaped, but they're not harmless to rats, and they were on the canal or something. And I read the story about it, and I was like, okay, so what's the most venomous snake in the zoo? It's a king cobra, and this is my first idea. Okay, so what if a king cobra escapes, and Toto and her brother Silver and their friend Catface have to sort of like track this snake down? And it's, you know, it's the first book, so it's the OG, and it's been made into a theatre with puppets with a lovely little theatre company called the Little Angel Theatre Company. And in my hometown in Colchester, their theatre, the Mercury Theatre, which is a great theatre, so they're doing a little co-production with it as well, which is great.
It's amazing to be able to diversify in such ways, but also I'm sure you don't even have to pick up the phone. You can kind of go, darling, to your fabulous wife, Dee, who is so incredible at her job. She's directing
She's directing Rivals.
Rivals. So currently doing
series.
My favourite TV show. So she's currently doing season 2. She did season 1.
She did season 1.
Involved with Judy Cooper, God rest her.
Absolutely, yeah, Judy was brilliant.
Amazing woman. She's currently filming season 2 of Rivals.
She's probably currently filming Danny Dyer without any clothes on, as we speak.
Well, fair play. No wonder she went back to
I'm sure that's for the show.
Great job if you can get it, Dee. It's nice.
How do you juggle it all between the two of you? Because you're both extremely busy.
Yeah.
And the demands of television means you have to be here at a certain time. We know you're involved in sport, you're involved in the radio, you're involved in television. And Dee, incredibly busy directing, it's incredible. With a little fella at home as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a little cat.
The cats barely acknowledge you've even been out. When I get home now, tonight, they'll be like, being away from
What? Who?
Anyway, what's
happening?
Do you have family to kind of help fall back on?
No, I've got Dee's mum lives in Kent, so she comes up and helps a little bit, but then her dad's in Norway, and then my folks are over here in Wexford. We've got an amazing nanny called Sarah, who's brilliant, who's just like worth her weight in gold, and she's a part of our family. And then you just you do what any other parent does. And, you know, and you spin plates and you juggle and all of that. And
you've managed to turn your road trip that you did, which you've probably done a few times around Ireland, into a telly show. You did Taste of Ireland.
Really good question, that, because it's a lovely show, because I'm looking at it through sort of Ireland through, we're telling a story of Ireland through its food, and the history of Ireland through its food, which is actually far more complex and wide-ranging than you think it would be. And B, I'm looking at Ireland through second-generation eyes, and I say at the start, and it's lovely, because it's a lovely company I work with called Rock Oyster, and my director, Chris, and he said, look, I don't want you to script a thing, I just want you, when we get to somewhere, we'll have a think about what we're going to say, and then we'll say it. And he said, I want to see this through your eyes, through second-generation eyes, because I know Ireland really, really well, and I don't know Ireland at all.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. So much of it, you know, it's properly imbued in me, you know.
But it's changing so much.
Yeah, and so much of it I don't know at all. So I'm loving that part.
Well, I know season 2
voyage of discovery.
Going up to the Causeway Coast, you're going the Wild Atlantic.
So we filmed some of
well,
that. We did some in the summer, which was incredible. Yeah. And we were going up, and the weather was unbelievable in the Causeway coastal route and all that, you know, by Antrim and stuff. And we were watching some of our rushes, our footage back. And I said and Tourism Ireland paid for a bit of it. And I said to the guys, like, Tourism Ireland are going to lose their brains over this, because we've basically made it look like Northern California. So loads of Americans are going to come over and just go, well, it wasn't until...
With the umbrellas up.
Why? Why? Well, again, it's okay.
The weather was unbelievable. Yeah. So we've done that, and then we did Donegal for a week, which was unbelievable, and then we'll come back and do some more in the spring.
Yeah, and you got to do Glastonbury as well this year, and I believe women were throwing underwear at you when you were DJing. Have we just heard that?
It was a rumour from one of your cameras.
Did that happen this year to you when you were DJing?
I'm not Tom Jones or anything.
But did that happen? Really? You were on stage at Glastonbury and that happened to you?
Yeah, it wasn't like 2 in the morning.
Did you catch them?
They sort of just landed on me, I think. I didn't really have a sort of say in the matter.
He was talking earlier on about, I'm so old, and people are saying they've grown up my books. Still throwing underwear at him.
The wonderful world of Dermot O'Leary. There you have it. Toto, the Ninja Cat, and the Pirate...
I'm not sure it's a world you want to be in.
Is available in shops. Make
Thanks,
sure to
guys.
go out and get it. Congratulations on another wonderful book. Thank you, Dermot. Great to see you.
Thanks so much. Cheers. Thanks so much. Right now.